That's a hit. There we go. Oh, let's go! You can put it on the board! Too much concentration. How in the world did he get that way up there? It's a two. Oh, he's a terrible base runner, Chad. What is he doing? What is he doing? He's out. He's out by a mile. What are you idiot? This guy right here. He's gonna swing. He's gonna swing. He gone. Oh no, my finger wasn't on the button. Ladies and gentlemen, cherish this moment. You were all witness to Popular Stranger's very first win in MLB 19, the show. Give yourselves a pat on the back for being here. What's going on, everybody out there? This is Popular Stranger, and we are back at you again today with another MLB 19 The Show Diamond Dynasty video. Today we're going to be talking about how you can build a budget squad and how Inside Edge impacts that, how you can get a bunch of cards for really cheap, and overall just build a squad to help you get by over the next couple weeks. So if you're logging into the show and you're kind of new to the game mode, maybe this is your first year playing, you might be wondering, what's that little number above the big number on their overalls? Well, it's called Inside Edge, and it's a really cool feature that Diamond Dynasty introduced 2 years ago, and I'm happy that they continue to bring it back year after year. So if you go to your My Squad tab in the Diamond Dynasty menus, you're going to see Inside Edge and Roster Update. Now, we'll talk about Roster Update in future videos, but every other week they give updates based on real player performances. If a guy is crushing it, you know, over the last couple weeks or even months in the regular season, but his given overall doesn't affect how he's playing this season, they do roster updates where those overalls can be tuned. It can go up or down, but again, we'll talk about that in detail later on in the year once those things start to come in. But Inside Edge matchup rating. So if you go into this menu for the first time, it's going to give you a quick brief tutorial on what it means and what it does and how it works, but I'll sum it up really quickly. Basically, they take a look at stats, performances, trends, and based on that particular day, and happy opening day to everybody, by the way, based on that particular day and that matchup and, you know, maybe what team they're going against, their rating can either increase or decrease based on that. And this happens and changes every single day. So you see a bunch of guys who got pluses to their overall. It works the other way too. We got guys who got -5, -6 overall. So it can hurt you, but the good thing, and this is something that's happened year after year, so it's, you know, it's something I feel comfortable saying, the prices on these cards don't change a ton. They might fluctuate a couple hundred stubs, but it's not enough that's going to kill your bankroll or your stub count. So what I like to use this for is over the first couple weeks of Diamond Dynasty, you know, I like to build really cheap teams that Inside Edge affects and helps my team be better than really the amount of stubs that I'm spending. So I can kind of stack my stubs and save those for the bigger overall players, you know, the Diamonds, the Trouts, the guys that are going to cost you a lot. So while you see everybody on YouTube posting their all diamond lineup, you're probably struggling because you don't want to spend hundreds of dollars in this game like myself. And this is a good way around it. Again, you can use yesterday's videos and the day before's videos on ways to build your stub count and still have a fairly competitive team out here just for the first couple weeks. So we're going to take a look at, you know, this page, and the one thing that I really like about this is it does give you, you know, it gives you all the trends. It shows you the guys who were affected the best. So Brad Keller, he was a 69, he's all the way to a 79. The good thing is, if you go to a card, and we'll just tab over to the second page, we'll look at Tanaka, right? So he's an 87 overall today, +6. So he basically went from gold to diamond. If you hit X on the card, you can view it in the marketplace. And take a look at the pricing on this card. This guy's right now is a diamond pitcher. 85 and up is diamond. He is an 87 overall today and today only, but he's a diamond pitcher. Look how much he costs right now. You can probably get this card for 1,600, 1,700 stubs if you put a buy order in. If you just go ahead and buy it now, you can still get him for under 2,000 stubs. What do diamond pitchers typically go for? 85 and up pitchers, I would say what, like 15 to 20K? So you're getting yourself a diamond pitcher for 2,000 stubs. You can't beat it. And you can go through and just continue to build a team just by roster. So you can go to pitchers. Here's all your pitchers, guys. Look at Kyle Freeland, 85 overall. Once again, a diamond pitcher, guys. Diamond pitcher that you can get for probably 700 stubs. 822 stubs for an 85 overall pitcher. You can't beat it. Now, you do have to go in and do this every day. You're going to lose out on the 10% auction house tax or marketplace tax. But when you're buying cards at 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 700 stubs, the tax isn't really going to affect you as much as you might think. So you can go through each position. Unfortunately, every time you go to the marketplace and then back out, it resets. But you can go, here's your position players. They got starting pitcher, relief pitcher, closing pitcher, and then you can go specifically, catcher, first base, second base, third base, and whatnot. So what we did is we built a lineup, and I'm not going to play any games in this video with them, but I quickly built and put together a lineup full of a bunch of silver cards that basically got boosted to gold cards. And every single card on this team I got for under 1,000 stubs. A lot of them were probably under 800 stubs. So we got AJ Pollock, Andrew McCutchen, Michael Conforto in our outfield. All of them, 76, 78, 78. They're now 82, 80, 81. And there were some better options out there, but I really wanted to keep it to 1,000 stubs and under, because this is a really good way to build a budget squad, and I know some of you guys might be looking for a way to do that. So then we got DJ LeMahieu, Jose Peraza, 83, 81 overall, Travis Shaw, 81, Tucker Barnhart, 80 overall, and then Carlos Santana, 82 overall. So you see the trends when you look at the lineup section on the right part of your screen. You see the little green arrows. Every single player on this roster. Now for pitchers are really key. I didn't put together a whole team full of pitchers as well, because again, I'm not going to be playing any games today. More than likely, I'm still working on some of the solo challenges and moments, or whatever the hell they're called. But I did want to put together the team just to show you. I really like it for, and this is even like later on in the year, I love this for your bullpen. So it's a really inexpensive way to build a bullpen. Let's go over to the community market here, MLB cards, and we're just going to go to filter. Now, when I was building the team, you can do it from that inside edge screen that I showed you. But I also just like to go to I like to go to the market and just sort by position. So I would go to first base, and then I'd kind of look for my price range, looking at the sell now section, like I want to go under 1,000. So here we go, page number 2. And then I was just looking at the overalls, like look at all these guys who are 81 overalls, 424, 540, 925, and Encarnacion's a little bit more expensive because he's a power hitter and a popular name, so we'll skip past him. There's Zimmerman, under 500. Brandon Belt, he's right below an 80 overall, but 508 stubs. Carlos Santana is the guy that we picked up on our team, I believe. He's 82 overall, so you can do it that way. But what I was saying is that if you go back to filter and go over to relief pitchers, you're going to find a lot of these guys. A lot of these guys for incredibly cheap. So Will Harris, 477 stubs. Ryan Presley, 477 stubs. We're going to continue to go down. Steve Cishek, 505 stubs. Pat Neshek, 710 subs. All these guys are over 80 overalls. Darren O'Day, 465 subs. This is the great way to build a team. I'm going to kill his name, but Keon Keela. He usually has better velocity, doesn't? 99 break, though. Under 500 stubs. You can build a really solid bullpen full of guys who, and a lot of these guys have like awkward throwing motions, like Cishek, Pat Neshek with the what does he have? Not a knuckleball. Let me take a look at his player card here. His sinker and his circle change. Guys who have weird throwing motions, and a lot of times when you're playing online, those things throw people's timing off when it comes to hitting. So these are really good cards to pick up, not only because they got the inside edge boost, because they're cheap, but then they got those weird throwing motions, and then you can look for some guys with high velocity, maybe mix in a changeup and a really good fastball with that velocity. But I really like to build my team for the first couple weeks just based off of inside edge, and hopefully, for all of you that are not trying to spend money in this game and you're just basically trying to build a squad, and you maybe want to jump into some online games, or you just want a better overall team to face against the computer, I think this will really help you. It's helped me over the last couple years, and I'm going to continue to use that method. If you guys got any questions, feel free to leave them down below in the comments section. I appreciate all the support. Shout out to you guys that have been coming through to the Diamond Dynasty streams. And if you're new here, make sure you go ahead and hit that follow button, hit that subscribe button for more MLB The Show Diamond Dynasty videos. My name is Popular Stranger. I'm out. Peace.